Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm continuing my Mars series, and today we're talking about Mars and Libra. But before I get into the video, if you guys haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And here we go. Before I get into the Mars and Libra placement, I wanted to give a brief breakdown of Mars energy and Libra energy, just so you guys understand how they work in conjunction together as a Mars placement. Mars in astrology has to do with your motivation, your drive, your anger, how you take action, what gets you all fired up sexually, what you're sexually attracted to. Libra is a sign of relationships, balance, harmony, and justice. Okay, and Libra also rules the seventh house, okay, of partnerships. Let's get into this Mars and Libra. So, what motivates a Mars in Libra to do what they do? So, a lot of their motivations is surrounded by relationships. Like, literally, they're motivated to be in relationships, build relationships, fix relationships. Like, literally, their whole life is relationships. Just Libra energy in general, it's literally relationship based, okay? They're very motivated to be that presence that basically harmonizes any kind of relationship, or even makes relationships come to be. Like, that is literally their ultimate purpose, their path. Anytime there's some sort of like business partnership, there's a romantic relationship, like anything of that nature, that gets Mars and Libra going. Like, anytime they're involved in something regarding like some sort of like connection with somebody, that is literally what motivates them. Another thing that motivates Mars and Libra is balance, so they're striving to balance out their lives. So somebody with Mars and Libra makes me think like they have like a lot of chaotic energy in their chart, and their Mars and Libra helps them find the balance in their life, because Mars and Libra, or just Libra energy in general, like, they can't stand when things are just chaotic and out of balance. Like, literally, it just fucks with their energy, especially having Mars and Libra. It just fucks with their energy altogether. So Mars and Libra, like, they strive to not only balance out their lives in general, but they also strive to balance out their masculine energy. Mars is a masculine energy. So with Mars and Libra, it could play out two ways. Either these people are hyper masculine and they kind of need to balance it out with their feminine side, or these people are hyper feminine and they need more masculinity. So it really just depends on the rest of their chart to see like which side of the spectrum they're balancing out. That is a lot of their motivations and a lot of what kind of that's a lot of like their focus and like their path in life. Mars does give light to your path because Mars is linked to like Aries, first house energy, having to do with your path and your focus. Mars is what helps you focus. Like, what are you focused on? That's what Mars and Libra is focused on, is literally relationships, balance, harmony is another one. Mars makes me think of like superhero energy. So any kind of like conflict or anything that's like disharmonious, like Mars and Libra is there to jump in and mediate, okay, and fix it and bring the harmony back. So these people make very good like marriage counselors. Libra is a sign of marriage, so these people make awesome marriage counselors. They make like good friends. Like, say like you have beef with another person, like another friend, and you have a Mars and Libra friend, they're gonna mediate it. They're gonna make sure you guys get on the same page and there's like an equilibrium between you two, because Mars and Libra, or just Libra energy in general, like, they're very neutral and they understand both sides of things. So these people make great mediators. Mars and Libra, they also make good matchmakers too. So best believe if you tell your Mars and Libra friend that you like somebody, they're gonna make sure like y'all get together, okay? Like, literally. Mars and Libra, that's a lot of their motivations. It's literally just bringing people together and just bringing the balance and harmony back into anything in life. Let's get into how a Mars and Libra takes action. So, Mars and Libra, like, they're really good negotiators. Like, they know how to finesse shit. Like, and that's a lot of the ways on how they take action is through negotiating with another person. So be it like, say like Mars and Libra is married and there's like a decision or there's something that they want to do, they're going to be like, "Oh, let me check in with my wife or my husband," before they actually do something. So Mars and Libra, like, they're the type to kind of like negotiate and kind of include others in a lot of their decisions. And this is kind of like the downside of Mars and Libra placement is like they can't do anything by themselves. They need others to do things. Like, literally. They need to check in with others, they need others' opinions, and they tend to see how the other person feels or what they're thinking before actually doing anything. You know what I'm saying? So that could really slow a Mars and Libra down when it comes to like their personal desires and certain things that they need to do on their own. Like, so Mars and Libra, they struggle with being independent. Like, they're very codependent. Um, and that doesn't sit well with Mars. And this is why Libra is in detriment in Mars. Or this is why Mars is in detriment in Libra, because Mars is ruled by Aries. Mars and Aries energy, they don't care about nobody. Whatever they want, whatever they desire, they're going to do it regardless of how you feel about it, what you think. It's about them. Mars, Aries energy, they're very selfish. Okay? They don't care. They don't consider, they don't check in with nobody. They just do what they do and that's it. But Mars and Libra is the opposite. They care about what you think. They want your opinion. They involve others in things. And this is why a lot of the times Mars and Libra, they can miss out on a lot of opportunities and things because they allow others to get in the way. Another thing with Libra energy, it does have to do with open enemies. Again, Libra rules the seventh house in astrology. So the seventh house shows like your open enemies. Mars and Libra, they could deal with a lot of enemies, a lot of people just standing in the way of things that they want to do. Either like people they will try to kind of like manipulate or kind of like coerce you to get off path, basically. Mars and Libra, they tend to deal with a lot of things standing in their way regarding other people. And another way that they take action as well is I don't think I finished what I was saying earlier, but they're very strategic. Like, these people, they know how to like maneuver situations. They're not the type to just go straight, go take action. Like, they kind of suss out the situation. They kind of like play chess almost with their actions. Like, they kind of like are very acutely aware of like what to do and what not to do. So they just kind of know how to maneuver smoothly in situations, which leads me into the next thing. Mars and Libra, like, they're very gracious. So they're not very abrasive. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not abrasive people to where they're like pushing you out the way, get out my way, like it's all about me. Like, no, they're very gracious people to where they consider others and they make sure everybody's included in a lot of their decisions. They're very smooth in a lot of their actions. They don't want people to feel threatened by them. That's another thing with Mars and Libra. They don't want you to feel threatened, so they're never gonna like come in like bold. You know what I'm saying? I think the only time Mars and Libra will come in like bold, kind of in a way, is like when they're pursuing a relationship. When they're pursuing a relationship, Mars and Libra, like, they are the first one to initiate the conversation, because Libra is a cardinal energy. So cardinal energy is like initiating. So that's the only time Mars and Libra will be like, "Yo, I want you." Okay? But they're still smooth about it though. Like, they're not like brash about it. Like, they're still like, they have like finesse. Let's talk about their anger, like their temperament. So Mars and Libra, they're not one to like really get that angry. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mars and Libra, or just Libra energy in general, they're very neutral. they try to stay neutral. Like, again, like Libra is the sign of the scale. So it's like they're not going to go too far on, I'm like detached and I don't care, because they do care about other people, but they're not going to go too far on that Scorpio end. Because remember, Libra is like in the middle of Virgo and Scorpio. You know, Virgo could kind of be like that detached, I'm kind of like blocking you out. And then Libra, they don't want to go too far on that Scorpio where things are just too intense. They try to have like a healthy balance between being very level headed. So Mars and Libra, they're very level headed people. And they strive to approach any kind of like conflict or disagreement with a level head. You know, they don't try to get out of hand. But what I do find with Mars and Libra is that a lot of their tests and challenges in this lifetime is to I would say lean more into that, you know, those extremes sometimes. Like Libra, like they're the only sign in the zodiac that isn't like an animal or a human. You know, they're not symbolized by like an animal or a human. They're symbolized by a scale, an inanimate object. So it's like an inanimate object. It doesn't have feelings. So it's like a lot of the times, like Libra energy in this lifetime, they're challenged to really tap into like their emotional side, while still mixing in some sort of like rationality. But specifically in Mars and Libra, really tapping into like your instincts and, yeah, that more primal kind of nature. So I do see like a lot of the times Mars and Libra, they're often challenged to tap more into that Scorpio side where it's like you feel the intensity. So a lot of the times Mars and Libra, they'll be challenged in those areas. Like they'll be like challenged to feel things very deeply. Oftentimes they'll find themselves in like arguments with people, or people trying to push their buttons, or you know, people just trying to push them to the edge. And that's like Mars and Libra's test on like sometimes you do have to go there with people, because you know Libra isn't like a combative energy at all. That's more so Aries. But you know, sometimes they'll be challenged to tap into more of that fight or flight kind of energy, because, you know, Libra, they always want to just keep things on the surface, keep things nice and pleasant. And it's like sometimes in life, like it's not always like that. And that's where Mars and Libra, or just Libra energy in general, will learn from like the Scorpio energy. Like sometimes there is that darker side of life where it's not always going to be like peace and harmony, and you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you gotta fight. Okay. Mars and Libra will oftentimes find themselves in situations where they have to defend themselves. And it's more than just having like a simple conversation. Sometimes they will find themselves being provoked to a fight or a big argument. So there's that. The last thing with Mars and Libra is what sexually attracts them. So basically, what sexually attracts Mars and Libra, or like what they're attracted to in general, is like people who are relationship oriented. They're really big on commitment. People who are marriage material. You know, people that show them kind of like their mirror. You know, another thing with Mars and Libra energy in general, like they strive to uh, find themselves in other people. So people who really are a good mirror for them to see how they are. Mars and Libra loves that. Um, Specifically, people who force Mars and Libra to make a decision. Mars and Libra, very indecisive. So they're very attracted to people who know what they want, who are very decisive, who stand their ground on their truth and things of that nature. So Mars and Libra loves people who are very assertive, very bold, very out there. They know what they want, they get what they want, and they're not wishy washy about things. People who are very Aries like, you know. So especially like Mars, or especially like Mars and Libra men, they tend to be attracted to like masculine women. Like they like that. Like women who are very independent. They know what they want. Mars and Libra, they strive to bring more of that out within themselves. So they tend to go for people who show them what they need, like that mirror. So, but another thing with Mars and Libra, they're also attracted to people who are very classy, very gracious, social, pleasant, things of that nature. Oh, another thing that I forgot to mention about what makes a Mars and Libra angry is injustice. Mars and Libra cannot stand injustice. Like they cannot stand it. Like literally, I feel like that's when Mars and Libra, or Libra energy in general, will like literally get to their limit with somebody when somebody's being unfair. They can't stand that. Mars and Libra, they're attracted to people who are opposite of them, to where Mars and Libra, they know that they're indecisive by nature. So they're attracted to people who are very solid and very sure of themselves, people who are very dependable. Yeah, so that's pretty much Mars and Libra. Very easy kind of Mars placement. Nothing too crazy, but again, like when it comes to that injustice, that's when Mars and Libra, they turn into that justice card, like in tarot. Like they are not playing. Okay. So this is what makes Mars and Libra like good debaters and also good judges. Like they could literally have a path where they're in a position to be a judge of something. That is all I have for this placement. I hope you guys enjoyed and you guys found this insightful. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys would like to book a reading with me, you could send me an email and I'll send you my price listing with all my services and prices, and I'll get you squared away on your own personal reading. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.